The Cigar Nerds Podcast.
And welcome to the Cigar Nerds Podcast. I'm your host, Smokin' Joe.
And I'm your co-host, the Ginger Avenger.
Yeah, since we're recording on Mother's Day, I figure I would, bring the wife in. And also, Brad wasn't allowed to come out and play tonight, so...
We're going to say that like it wasn't actually just a last minute,
Last-minute emergency recording.
Yay for me, it's Mother's Day and I get to record. No, that's not how that went down, but okay.
Hey, spending an hour and a half with me is all the present you need.
Baby, I love you, but no.
Hey, we're locked in the studio. The kids can't get to you. It's
True, that's true.
So,
I feel like kids didn't even call today. They didn't even bother to...
Anyway, so this week, since like I said, it's an emergency cigar, so we don't, our emergency podcast, so you don't have one tonight. So I am smoking the CAO Fasa Noche, aka the night. Maybe, I don't know. My
No
Latin's
shit, that
a little
sounds
rough.
right.
Yeah. Hasta Noche. I think that's a good night, isn't it?
Hasta Noche? Hasta would be later? I don't know. Some things don't translate exactly. I'm not sure.
This has a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper with a Cameroon binder and fillers of Dominican Plato Cubano, Nicaraguan Jalapa, Nicaraguan Esteli, and Nicaraguan Condega tobaccos.
Damn, say that 5 times fast.
Medium to full strength cigar. And what's kind of cool about this is it comes in, there is the noche and then there's the soul. So there's the dark and the light, the day and the night, however you want to describe it. So internally they're both the same, but this one has the Connecticut broadleaf and the other one I believe has a Habano wrapper on it. So you get, it kind of shows you how much of your flavor comes from your wrapper tobacco, because the blend is all the same, but that's the big difference is what it's wrapped in.
Well, I was trying to Google it. I guess it is loosely good night, because that's kind of what I came up with, but that was the best that I got from Google. My Google foo is not strong. My Google foo is extremely weak.
Oh, well, now that we've got the cigar introductions out of the way, we're talking, this is a part 2 podcast pretty much, because we're going to talk about Rebel Moon Part 2 Scargiver.
Yes.
If you can make it any more dramatic sounding. And if you have to fight off the Imperium of the home world, you should call in the Strike Force. StrikeForceEnergy.com. Use your promo code CigarNerds for 20% off your order. Comes in tiny little tin pouches, so you can smuggle them throughout the galaxy.
Or a gigantic big bass bottle, which is what we need right now. I need some of that. We need to order some more.
Well, use promo code CigarNerds when you
Well, no kidding. Every time. Thank you very much. I do.
It's been a while since.
Yeah, we haven't had Strike Force in a while. We need to get some Strike Force.
So yeah, this is going to be, we I don't know how a couple months ago we did part 1, so part 2 has come out, the good and the bad, the ugly of it, and we're going to get right into discussing that as soon as we return. And welcome back. It's time to talk about mooning people. I mean, Rebel Moon Part 2.
I'm sorry, you got more experience with that than I do. I believe at some point you left handprints on the fucking windshield of Mike's car. Or not windshield.
It was the truck.
The truck, whatever.
It was his dad's truck, too. That's why we got in trouble.
Yes, but not for what you're thinking. Not for the reason you think.
So yeah, this is part 2 of Zack Snyder's, I'm going to make my own Star Wars with cocaine and hookers. Or is it blackjack and hookers? However,
I don't remember any cocaine. I must not have paid enough attention. I don't remember cocaine and hookers, but...
That's an old saying from like Bender from, screw you guys. I'm going to go start my own thing with cocaine and hookers.
Oh, well, I didn't watch a lot of Futurama, but okay.
So that meme gets like, filtered in here and there. So it's like, Zack Snyder's like, y'all want to let me make Star Wars? Fine, I'll go make my own Star Wars with cocaine and hookers.
Yeah, it was kind of Star Wars, but there was something else. When we were watching it, I was thinking about there was something else that reminded me of, like...
Oh, I know.
Like Fifth Element a little bit. And...
No, that's not it.
What?
All right. believe me, it's not a bad movie, and we'll get into the good. But like right off the bat, let's like say what's wrong with this shit. It's the Magnificent Seven. It's the Magnificent Seven in space. It's the exact fucking same story.
Yeah, it is. Okay, I'll give you that.
I'm pretty sure there was even 7 of them. There was the Scargiver, the farmer guy, the general, the Indian king guy, the rebel. There was the sword lady.
And the other girl.
That's supposed to be the rebel.
No, okay, so.
Well, then there was also the pirate, but he got killed in part 1.
Okay, well, technically 8 if you count Robot Boy.
Robot Boy. That would have been 7.
No, because
Yeah,
you
Robot
said the pirate in part 1. That would have been 7.
In the first movie, but he got killed.
Okay,
but in this movie, you had the robot. That's 7.
Mister, I want to go be a deer in the woods with the giant antlers. Whatever turns your crank, buddy.
I mean, that's like the reluctant warrior from Magnificent Seven, or even Magnificent Seven is a remake of Seven Samurai.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's like that story's kind of as old as time, because Seven Samurai is an old black and white, probably from the 50s maybe. I don't know. It's old as shit, but yeah, it's like Magnificent Seven,
Ocean's 11, you know.
But it's a old western, and before that a samurai movie about a tiny village who's getting picked on by marauders, and they don't have any warriors of their own, so they send one of the villagers out to
go find some
find warriors to bring back to defend the town, and then these warriors, train the village to fight off the incoming marauders, but instead of it being Spanish banditos, it's the Imperium.
Okay, so as far as, we're talking about the bad, the acting was not great. I mean, it was good. And yeah, this is a lower budget type thing, and yeah, you're not going to have A-listers.
Well, no, they had A-listers. All these characters are actors, are in big things, but you can only act as well as it's written.
Well, that's true. So maybe the writing wasn't great.
Yeah, Zack Snyder, how can I put this? Great visual director. His storytelling's a little
weak.
weak.
Yeah, the emotions were kind of phoned in, and it wasn't great.
Because
it was a fun movie to watch. I mean, I liked both parts of it, but it was not great.
Demijan Honsu, General Titus, the big black dude.
I've seen
he's
him
been
in a
bunch
of
of shit. Like, I know that guy can act.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff, and he's usually really good.
So if the acting's weak, it's like, nah, that falls on the director to be like, yeah, that's the take we're gonna go with.
We're gonna go with that one. Y'all are all hungover and coked out, and not one of you slept this last night, but we're gonna go with it. If that's the scene we want, that's the take we want. Like, no, not so much.
I mean, fucking
the battle scenes were okay.
Killer Robot was Sir Anthony Hopkins. I mean,
That's true.
Can't get a better.
Yeah, but you can get a lot out of him just by voice acting alone. I mean, like, remember the third Transformers? No.
Yeah, he was no, it might have been the fourth one where he was like the kind of
the reticent old Knight's Guard guy or whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like, I mean, they've got a pretty big cast, but
kind of a shallow script.
They spent all the whatever.
We put our money into the action scenes. That's where that went.
Yes. And most of where there's a lot of storytelling in part 1. Part 2 is mainly action.
Mainly just violence. Just shooting people and going after them with tomahawks, which, you got space laser guns. Why are you using tomahawks? But because it looks cool. That's the reason.
Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, so basically they took Magnificent Seven Samurai, and just broke it into 2 films. Mm-hmm. That's and possibly a third one.
I would assume so, based on the way it ended. But
based on the research I've done, part 1 and 2 were already greenlit. They were good to go on that. Part 3 has not yet been greenlit. Snyder says he has a script, he's ready to go, but he's waiting on Netflix.
Yeah, well, we gotta go find the undead. Oh, spoiler alert! We gotta go find the undead princess.
So, yeah.
Princess Issa.
Snyder and his writing team are prepared for a part 3, but so far there's no news on when they're going to start filming that. Because these they pretty much did back to back, so we're not going to get.
The actor said we were not going to do it any other way. We won't come back for another one. So
we're not going to get like this one where it's like part 1 and 2 were 3-4 months apart. You know, we're going to have to wait a while on part 3 because they've not even started making that thing yet. They're still waiting on the approval to go for it. Which.
Yeah, but if we're going to be spending all our time in a spaceship searching for a princess, you know, it's not going to take as long to record. We don't have the big action shots if we're just going to go hunt for a princess.
You forgot the second part of their creed. We've got to find her and then fight, which is the dumbest catchphrase of many dumb catchphrases I've heard.
True.
Find her and fight. Find her. I'm like, that just doesn't have the...
There's not much appeal there. There's not a whole lot you can get behind. It's not a rallying cry for, like, you know...
That's the other reason why they haven't started part 3, because Zack Snyder's like, I've used up all of Magnificent 7. I don't know what to write next.
Yeah. You can't just get behind that like tea and cake or death. You know, it's not a rallying.
It's like I've already used up all my story. I don't know what to write about next.
Well, now we're hunting for a princess, so we could borrow something from Disney. We're in search of a lost princess.
Well, you know, our
zombie princess, because she was shot. She should have been dead.
You know. Well, yeah, talk about our, I'm only going to call him a guest star because he's probably in it for 5 minutes. But, you know, Carl, or Cary Ilwes, I can never pronounce his name. Elwes, yeah. So he was the slain king that they talked about all of the first movie. So
we can fucking borrow.
So now they just rip
Princess
off
Bride
Princess
now.
Bride is what I'm saying. You know, it's like no, she wasn't dead. She was only mostly
he's
dead.
Technically in charge of that movie anyway. I don't think anybody does anything with that movie without his permission. So it's.
So yeah. I mean, yeah, that's already. But yeah, the whatever General Titus is like, yeah, no, she wasn't dead. She was mostly dead.
Yeah.
They took her to
Mad Max.
Not Mad
Max the Miracle Worker. Max the Miracle Worker.
I think it was Max the Miracle Worker. Not Mad Max. Mad Max is, you know.
I thought it was
the Australian guy in the desert.
They said true love, you bastard. Not to blame. They said true love. Sorry, I'm going off on a hold up. Princess Bride. We can do Princess Bride and do like a 3-hour podcast.
And speaking of like things I've seen before, is like the whole time there's something that, like action sequences are going on. There's something just looks off about this, and I finally realized that their pistols look like chromed out I can't remember the model of them, but the Nerf guns, the strong arms. That's it. It's like this strong arm Nerf guns we use for like steampunk and shit. Mm-hmm. I'm like, that's pretty much either that or the Warhammer 40K bolter guns. It's like very similar shape. I'm like,
well, I'll tell you this. As far as actually, I think you got one right over here. But as far as Star Wars, I'm thinking everybody went to the same fucking shooting school, because fucking rebels can't shoot for, or not rebels.
Well, they were farmers. They
not the
were
rebels.
Supposed to be
the
great,
fucking other ones. The professional soldiers can't shoot for shit. You shoot like fucking stormtroopers. Nobody hits a goddamn thing. Motherfuckers running straight at you. Every one of them. The general is running straight at 50 guys. Not one shoots him because they can't aim for shit.
They're silly. Their armor. It's kind of like stormtrooper armor. They're all wearing like welding goggles. You can't see shit out of those. I know. I've tried. Basically blacked out steampunk goggles.
I mean, motherfuckers running at me with a machete. Oh, look, I have a laser gun. But it doesn't fucking work. I can't shoot shit.
But yeah, we've torn it apart every minute. But it's move on to some of the better things, because it's not unwatchable. Like there's stuff where I'm like, all right, this isn't an original idea, but it looks cool and it's got some cool action, so it's worth donating.
I would almost say campy. It was a little campy, and that made it enjoyable. Or I don't know. For me, I like campy movies, but the cast was good. The acting was not so great, but like you said, that's probably because the script is not so great.
And this movie is so, I would say, visual effects heavy that, I mean, sometimes it's hard to act against when you're just in a big green room, probably.
Probably. I mean, the emotional scenes were just not it. Except for the one where the chick died and the little boy. That one was pretty good, but the rest of it's just, oh, I've done horrible things. Let's make love, and you're gonna tell me it's all gonna be all right. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here.
I mean,
I love you. I love you. Oh, so what?
We'll get to that in a minute. So yeah, we start off with, as we saw in the last movie there, they think they've killed the admiral, so the evil Imperium soldiers are all going to fuck off back to base. So like, we're not even going to have to fight. And they're like,
because that's policy, or that's
protocol.
Protocol is to go back to base.
But as we the audience know, he did not die. He only mostly dead.
Only nearly dead. I'm not dead yet. Bring out.
They brought him to the Miracle Max with the funky hat, and
he gave him the chocolate colored coffee bean, and
stuck a neon tube up his ass apparently from the
and goo. So much goo.
The chrysalis.
It was gross. It was gross.
Reminded me of Neo waking up in the pod in the first Matrix.
Oh God, no, no.
It's a lot of goo and pipe.
Shut up. I do not get grossed out by blood or guts or any. Goo is a different thing.
That's the title of this episode, Goo and Pipes.
Makes me want to vomit. Fucking pink slimy goo like you've been swallowed by a fucking octopus.
Dropped in the river of slime from Ghostbusters 2.
That was not as bad for some reason. It's not quite as bad. Now when they start hosing it all over everybody. There's a reason my children don't have slime. They're not allowed to have it because it grosses me out.
So I shouldn't buy a ticket to the slime wrestling show.
Slime? No. I mean slime. I've never heard of slime.
I don't know. I just made that shit up because I thought it'd be funny and gross you out.
I don't eat Jell-O. You know that because that's no. I don't eat gummy bears. It's gross.
But in this one, we, during the sweet farming and training montages of, like, all right, our big plan is...
We're going to harvest all this shit really fast. They say, how long does it take you? Usually half a cycle. No, we're going to do it in 3 days. And then they did it in one. One day of fucking harvesting this whole...
So yeah, since the soldiers are coming to steal their wheat, they're like, well... If we stack the wheat around the houses, they can't just blow us up from orbit because they don't want to lose their prize. So we're going to force them to come down and fight us man to man instead of bombing us to bejesus and coming in and collecting the.
And that was the funny part too when they showed it when they came up on the planet. There's like one tiny little village farming community on the entire fucking planet. You cannot.
No, they didn't because like in the last movie they rode their horses to town to get. They're just way out in the middle of no fucking where.
Oh, well, okay.
There is an actual city with a spaceport, just a couple days ride away, though.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It just seems like the amount of wheat that one little tiny village could grow is so inconsequential. But I don't know.
So yeah, but during these training montages, we get flashbacks to everyone's backstory. So since they didn't really tell much of backstories in the first half, let's give everyone a full complete, like, oh fuck, I forgot to give any of these people backgrounds in the last movie.
Yeah. We're sitting there the night before the battle and what is your story? Oh, my father beat me with a spoon and I didn't like it, so I ran away from home and then he died and now I feel bad.
So yeah, first we get Cora and what was Homeboy's name?
I don't remember them even giving him a name.
That's how.
God, what was it? Something. He's our so and so is our heart. What? When they gave him the banners or whatever.
Well, Ingvar was the old man that.
Shit, I don't remember.
Gunnar.
Oh, okay. I don't remember
Gunnar.
Hearing it more than like once or twice.
Yeah, so he's like the local farmer that went with her on her quest to find warriors, and they end up falling in love she tells him, well, what happened was, because he knew about her when like these soldiers show up, and they're like, oh, she's like the most wanted person in the galaxy. She's like, well, I was the bodyguard to the princess, and the king got killed, so I fled because I failed at my job.
What the fuck? I'm not even touching anything.
It's the wires to the head.
I'm not touching it.
you're moving, and that's moving the wires.
I'm not touching anything.
So he's like, all right, you told me this earlier, but just abandoning your post doesn't make you the most wanted person in the galaxy. So, what's up? And she's like, well, yeah, I was the princess's guardian, but my father, our adopted father, Belisario, decided, it basically pulled a Caesar. The king, the warlord king, had kind of softened with having kids and was like, all right, now we've expanded enough, we're going to turn to peace. And so he ambushes the king at the coronation of their newest
It was her ship. Her first royal duty was to
christen the ship. And, which they were going to call Peacemaker, because he's like, now we're no longer dominating the galaxy, we're going to start being peaceful and good neighbors and whatnot. And of course the senators can't have that shit because, kind of like...
Because they're also the head of the military. Because if your head of the military is the one making your decisions, they don't want to quit.
Anyone who's got connections to the military-industrial complex does not... peace is not profitable.
I mean, yeah.
So him and some of the other... I guess they were senators. There was a bunch of dudes in robes, but they never really explained who the rest of those fuckers were.
Somebody else in the military chain, I'm sure.
Kills the king and queen, and
during a violin concert, which is twice as nasty. We're having this massive violin concert with these people with bags over their heads and one eyeball. I don't really understand the symbolism there, but
everyone else there was part of the conspiracy, so they couldn't have any witnesses.
Oh yeah, because the musicians can't see who did it, but they fucking heard what went on. We're not stupid.
But yeah, that was like, all right, they can't. If anyone asks, they can't say, yes, I witnessed that.
Yes, I saw it. No, you didn't. You just heard it, which is close enough.
But they can't tell who did what.
So let's play this Mozart concert while you're, slaughtering the
And it turns
royalty.
to like, whatchamacallit, to like climactic, or not even climactic, but suspenseful music, like during the, like, it's like it turns into like a horror movie soundtrack. It's like, all right, we want you to play this piece of music here. It's like perfectly choreographed to like the murder and mayhem that's going on as they kill the king and queen. But it was Cora's job to kill the princess, and since her father was the one ordering it, she did. But then it turned out to all be a trap, because he basically only adopted her so he could use her as the scapegoat. So as soon as she kills the princess, she's like, oh my god, what you've done, you've killed the king and queen. And of course the dudes with the bags over their heads that didn't see who did what be like, yeah, we heard
we heard it.
say
This
bitch murked all these people. It must be true. But instead of dying as she was supposed to, she fought her way out and fled and ended up becoming a farmer.
Why not? That's just like you do. That's how you do,
And then we get badass General Titus's backstory, because like I said, after that they all kind of like spend these days farming and training all the farmers, and they kind of have one last dinner amongst them. And he's like, all right, if we're gonna do this, we have to know who exactly we're fighting with. So I want all of us to like kind of confess our secrets, and so we know exactly who we're dealing with. And he's like, I'll go first. And basically
it's a big old round of two truths and a lie, why not?
So yeah, his backstory was that he was like, led this ship of men, and they were ordered by Belisarius to wipe out this planet for voting for independence. And he's like, nah, this is bullshit. And
ain't want nothing to do with none of that.
And tried to defend the world and got his ass kicked. And then he's like, we lost, but like I surrendered, making the deal.
He offered himself over in exchange for his men's lives.
And basically they just like killed all his men while he watched, and then sent him to the gladiator pits or whatnot. So he's like, whatever happens, win or lose, I will not surrender tomorrow. So y'all must know that if you're going to follow me into battle, there's going to be no quarter.
Fuck all. I don't care. I'm going,
I'm going out and then our
blaze of glory. Is that where you're
going? Our crazy what's his name?
They were all crazy.
No, the homeboy taking an axe to a gunfight.
Oh yeah. I don't remember. Their names were not mentioned much, and their names were difficult, so I don't recall what their names.
Tarak.
Tarak, there you go.
He was apparently he was the animal wrangler in a blacksmith that they picked up along the way. It turns out he was actually a prince, and his parents' planet decided to stand up to the Imperium, and they all got killed, and he was ordered to flee to preserve the bloodline, and he's like, guilty. He's like, 'cause it didn't matter me leaving because our planet
was massacred, and now I'm the only one left of the bloodline, so it doesn't fucking matter anymore. There's no more planet.
So he's like, if I survive this tomorrow, then that's my plan, is to return to my planet and try to liberate it, if there's anybody left.
Anything left.
And of course, Rebel Girl, says pretty much the same thing happened to her planet. She was kind of sold into slavery, and then the rebels freed her work camp, so that's why she joined the rebellion.
Oh. Snap, crackle, fucking pop. I'm getting old.
And of course, when it's Cora's turn, she's like, "No, I was just a soldier. I fucked up.
I've already told you. Y'all knew this, but didn't know.
Yeah. So, of course, General's like, "Are you sure that's all you want to tell us?" And he's like, "No, that's pretty much. Are you sure that's it?"
Bitch, I got the dirt on you already. I already know your shit.
And then
and the other girl's backstory was cool though. That was pretty fucking
Nemesis,
awesome.
Who's like basically the freaking Jedi of the group, because she's got flaming swords.
She's actually the samurai.
Yeah, so apparently her world was also destroyed by the Imperium, and her people, even though peaceful farmers now, used to be master swordsmiths and had like...
We were professional badasses, and then we took up farming.
So she pulls out these basically cyborg hands that are matched with the swords, and like cuts her own arms off and replaces them with the robot arms so she can be a better sword fighter. And she's like, I never spilt blood until I spilt my own, and then I started
and then
stacking
I spilled
bodies.
everybody's. Then I went after everybody's ass. She was cool though. She was my favorite, I think.
Yeah, she was a badass. But yeah, it's like that's your Star Wars, because like I said, her swords like glow red and just look a little bit lightsabery without being lightsabers, because they're actual physical swords, but then they I guess they get hot or something when you start
they
using
look like
them.
butcher knives almost, because they were just square or rectangular looking, like, I don't know, like a pirate cutlass or something. It was weird. Not a cutlass, that's a round one. I don't remember what the square one is called, but
Like elongated butcher knife.
kind of. I mean, they're kind of
meat
like
cleaver.
a cleaver, basically, but longer. But there was a name for it, and I just can't remember what it is now. There's a name for that particular type of sword or weapon.
But yeah, General keeps pushing, so she decides to like throw some shade at him. He's like, "Oh yeah, well, how's the water doing?" He's like, "What?" Because like he's been like this
Drunk and stupor the whole time.
and he's like, "Yeah." He's like poured out his whiskey. He's been drinking water the last couple days because he wants to keep up appearances, but he doesn't want us to know he really cares about the outcome of this battle. And he's like, homeboy comes over and grabs his flask and takes a swig. He's like, "Motherfucker, this is water."
I don't want to be seen as soft.
You hydrated motherfucker.
How dare you hydrate? How dare you properly hydrate? Especially if you're out there fucking harvesting a month's worth of wheat in a day. And then building a whole tunnel system under the entire fucking village. And wiring it to blow, which was awesome.
Hey,
Now, look here. It's fucking amateur hour tonight. That is for sure. We are fucking shit up in here.
Oh. Well, I don't know if the Hasidic Jews up in New York can build tunnels underneath this city. Yeah.
Huh?
It must be not that hard. You didn't hear about that on the news?
No.
Yeah,
Watch the news.
There was like recently like a whole bunch of, they found all these tunnels under like Brooklyn or something somewhere that apparently like all these like Hasidic Jews had like, I guess, that didn't want to be stuck inside during COVID, built these tunnels and shit so they could move around the city without being
Hey, I mean that's
noticed.
Pretty fucking clever. But
yeah, there was like video on the news of like these dudes coming out of the ground like fucking Ninja Turtles and shit.
Oh, well, fuck yes. I could live underground. I could do that. I don't like sun anyway.
Fuck the light.
Yes, I belong in the darkness. That is my home. That's where I should be.
You're just a mushroom.
I'm not a mushroom. I'm a possum. I'm 3 possums in a trench coat.
Oh. So yeah, but yeah, like you're saying, that whole like montage of them prepping, pretty much same thing from Magnificent Seven, but yeah, they're all the
That was an 80s montage from everything ever. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're building a house, cleaning a house, fucking getting ready for war. It's the same montage for everything.
I mean, it even pulled off a little Trojan horse plan.
Mm-hmm.
And you got freaking Ed Skirrin as Atticus Noble, the admiral.
He looked like a douchebag. He just looks like a douchebag. Got the douchebag haircut. Pants are too tight on his uniform. He looked like a douchebag.
Kind of looks like that and everything. He's
Yeah.
he plays a lot of douchebags.
Yeah. Some people are really good at
But yeah.
playing douchebags.
Nearly dying just made him more crazy because he was an asshole in the first movie, but now he's like unhinged.
Motherfucker's psycho. Not all of his brain parts came back. Some of the gray matter got left behind.
I like when they wake him up and stuff, and he's like, the chief medical officer is like, commander or whoever the second in command was, like, can you come down here to the
medical bay, please?
And he's like, you can hear him on the radio, let me out of here, you fuckers, you work for me.
Just screaming and throwing a fucking toddler tantrum.
And then like he rolls up in there, he's like, yeah, what's up? And he's like, tell these fuckers to let me go back to work. And they're like, but sir, you almost died. There's like protocols that we have to go through these tests. He's like, oh, tests, really? Like, hand me your gun. And he shoots the dude in the face. Like, anybody want to do any more tests? No,
no, we're good.
You're good, sir. Let's find your pants. Let you get back to work.
Get you out of the goo.
You brought that on yourself. Like,
I can't help it.
I didn't mention the goo.
No,
you went back to goo and pipes.
I can't help it. There was goo and pipes, and it was gross.
Probably goo on his pipe.
It was gross. He didn't have a pipe.
You're walking around with that fucking plug in the back of his head.
That's why his pants were so fucking. The Matrix. That's the movie that I keep thinking about. It's like, yeah, there was Matrix elements in there.
I always say, yeah, it looked like Neo when he first wakes up in the pod.
Fucking goo. I don't like it. Anyway, where the fuck were we?
We were at goo and pipes.
I'm not doing any more of these with you until you get some strike force or something, because we don't ever do these till it's like I've been at work all day and I'm like, you know what? I'm batshit crazy and I don't know what I'm saying, but it's okay.
You fucked up my chair sitting in it.
I didn't fuck up your. How do I fuck up your chair by sitting in it? What?
You don't sit in a chair correctly.
I can't sit.
You're sitting on your feet and like leaned all back, and now the back's like all out of whack, and then like my back's hurting because I can't get this thing to
whatever.
sit correctly.
Quit whining. Stop being a little bitch. You're fine.
You're sitting in Brad's chair from now on.
Fuck you. I'm gonna sit where I want to sit. A lot of people can't sit in chairs correctly. It's an ADHD thing or an autism thing or something. I don't know. It's one of those things, but it's killing me to sit straight up right now. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. It's killing me. If I could move my legs without kicking the fucking table and making the thing vibrate, I'd already do it.
I'll get you like a.
I need to. They make a chair for that. They make a flat chair where you can put your legs up on it and stuff. There's no arms on it, but it's got a big base, so you can.
We can get you a high chair and then you just move the mic up higher, so then you can dangle your legs like a child in a seat that's too big for him.
That would be okay. I can't sit up in a fucking chair. It's not right. Anyway, why are we discussing chairs? Why are you launching a personal attack on me? Talk about the fucking movie, asshole. That's what we're here for.
Filling time.
Okay.
Have you not listened to the podcast? That's why me and Brad end up on tangents. We go down like side quests,
and eventually a fucking tangent.
Meander back to the main quest.
Anyway.
Oh. And Sir Anthony Hopkins as the robot that
robot shaman man that went off into the woods and put deer antlers on his head.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like, when we last saw him, he, what they call them, the mechanized something other.
Yeah, something like that.
They were like robot warriors that served the king, and when the king died, they just all like shut down and were like, nope, we don't listen to anyone else, and they just became basically like worker bots, but and refused to pick up weapons. Well, he kind of grew a liking to one of the village girls, and when she was being held hostage by some of the soldiers, homeboy actually comes in and caps dude in the face, and then fucks off to the woods for the rest of the movie. And when they come back, he's like still like hanging up in the mountains with like fucking deer antlers, and he's
a
like,
cape hanging off his shoulders
I've
because
become the guardian of the woods.
Become the prince of the mountain. I am now Bandy's father, and I don't know, it was fucked up. But he took the antlers off to fight. You should have left the fucking antlers. If you're gonna go with the aesthetic, go with it. Left the tattered cape on.
I think he still had them on when the battle first started, and it kind of got knocked off.
I don't think so.
But yeah, Cora they hide her stolen dropship for part of their plan, and he just happens to like show up and scares the shit out of him. He's like, "Hi, James." He's like, "No one's called me that since blah 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 blah." Sorry, angry C-3PO. And she's like, us fighting side by side is their biggest fear, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm kind of
ambivalent. I think you're gonna get fucked, and I don't care."
She's like, "Well, then why'd you save the girl?" And he's like, "I don't know. I just kind of felt like it would be a shame for her to die." And then
she was pretty. I wanted to
watching from afar. But then, they run homeboys off, on the first wave, and then all the ground soldiers show up, and they
ground shoulders.
Yeah, ground shoulders. Then they gotta fight off like wave 2, and they're like, "Hey, yeah, we've won again." And then the tanks show up. It's like, fuck. We only fought the advanced guard and the infantry. Now the armored units have shown up, and we're pretty well fucked. And then that's when Murderbot finally decides to intervene and shows up and just starts stacking fucking bodies.
Like, this is my particular area of expertise, is messing all these fucking weapons and bullshit, and I got this, and I don't know.
Yeah, I do like lost. When there was, for as kind of much shit as we've given the writing in this movie, the effects and action, I mean, it needed balance.
Mm-hmm.
It was great action effects. That's where they spent all their effort, and then the acting was just kind of okay. I'd like to see it in a little more balance, but the effects were cool. I like how they did the guns when they hit something. It kind of gave like this molten effect. So it's like, I mean, it could have been bloody as shit, but with it just being like, oh, someone got shot, and you see like fucking like looks like molten lava go flying. It just kind of made it like, oh yeah, it's not blood everywhere, but it was pretty much blood everywhere.
Yeah,
it made it at least look cooler.
How would you know? Nobody hit shit. Nobody hit shit. Dude with the tomahawks was fucking more people up than everybody with the laser guns.
Yeah, and they keep going slow motion in the fights, and at one point I'm like, I'm pretty sure he just hit that guy in the ass with an axe. Guy went down, so
but he stayed
asshole
down
must be
too.
a,
It's
be
like, I'm just
mortal wound.
You just took all the hit damage, and you must have rolled a fucking 2. I don't know what happened to you, because you just got smacked in the ass and went down like a light.
Yeah, that's when you know when stuff started going to shit, because Homeboy actually picked up a rifle, but he still kept one of his hatchets.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like shooting people and tomahawking them. And of course not wearing he's like, I can't fight with a shirt. Like the whole first movie, he's like just shirtless. And they finally like, all right, I'm going to be a farmer now. I'm going to put on a shirt. And then it's like, oop, time for battle. I can't, my nipples must be out or I can't kill anyone.
That is my secret weapon. It's like, what's his name with his hair? The one from the Greek mythology. Cut off his hair and
Samson?
Yes, cut off his hair and he no longer had power. If your nipples aren't out, you don't have power.
It's just, added shock. That's why if, someone ever breaks in the house, I'm not, getting dressed. I'm going to run out, no pants, plate carrier, and a rifle. It's this added psychological damage. I mean, doing the unexpected is one of Cooper's principles of personal defense. Yeah. People are going to be like, what the fuck?
That's psychological damage to me.
There's a naked man with a plate carrier and a sword. What the fuck's going on?
And a cat on his shoulder, because his fucking cat's gonna be there too.
Just throw the cat through the door like a freaking flashbang grenade. And just... Mittens, there's tuna in his pocket. Go.
She might. She is my cat. She might.
And
fuck these motherfuckers.
Bean to start tweaking, his head spin around, and he's like, Rah! Goes like full Pet Cemetery.
I think you mean Exorcist, but okay.
No, you remember the demon cat from
Church.
Pet Cemetery?
Yeah, you're talking about Church. Which was the cat's name for some stupid
Speaking of which, have you seen the Pet Cemetery remake?
No.
I watched that the other day. It's fucked up.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody dies.
Well, yeah, pretty much everybody died in the first one except the dude, the dad. Everybody else died.
No, in this one, like, literally, like, everyone becomes zombies.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like,
Well, that's fine.
There is no, like, no one survives.
That's fine.
But
Anyway,
yeah.
where were we? Dropship hidden in the waterfall and...
So yeah, their big plan is, like, once they kind of fuck up the initial wave and the few officers all bug out and try to fly back to the ship, they're like, we're just gonna fly right behind them and pretend we're damaged, so they'll let us land, and then we'll fuck up the big ship from the inside before they decide to start bombing us from orbit.
Pretty clever, because it was pretty clever. You put the fucking smoke grenade up in the thing so it looks like your ship is smoking, and you cover yourself in blood, and
like Han and Luke in Stormtrooper armor.
Yeah, kind of. More blood though.
That's what we need. We need. I think the book was called Death Trooper. It was basically a zombie story in the Star Wars universe.
No.
That's the movie we need.
No.
Star Wars horror movie.
No.
Bear with me now. Just picture this.
I'm listening.
Zombie Ewoks.
No, I like the Ewoks the way they are.
Zombie Ewoks.
I will rep the Ewoks for now till fucking ever. I have seen both movies multiple times. There were only 2. The Ewoks are fucking awesome.
Yeah, but this book was basically a zombie outbreak on an Imperial Star Destroyer.
No. You can't have clones and zombies. That's just too much. It's ridiculous.
I mean, you didn't watch Ahsoka. There was pretty much zombie stormtroopers in Ahsoka.
No. I did watch some of I think I watched Ahsoka. I don't remember. Anyway, where did we go? We're getting off.
So, yeah. Of course, Admiral Fuckstick survives the initial battle and is able to retreat to the ship because
that's what douchebags do. They live through it all. Douchebags live through it all.
Well, it's like those memes where it's like, this one thing would have ended the movie quickly. It's like, you couldn't kill him because you needed the climactic battle. Because, they start sneaking around the ship. Korra's trying to pull an Obi-Wan Kenobi and go, like, sabotage the reactor or whatever.
Yeah, that looked like a woman's face for some reason. It was a woman's head, like, pouring energy out her mouth. It was fucking weird.
I know you haven't played a lot of, like, Warhammer and seen a lot of the Warhammer lore, but yeah, this is pretty much Zack Snyder's like, I want to make Magnificent Seven, but in the Warhammer universe, because this shit pretty much a lot of Warhammer aesthetics.
No, I haven't seen Warhammer.
Kind of like whatever H.E. Geiger type shit. But yeah, so you get she goes to blow up the thing, and then they're like, well, fuck it, she's on the ship. Like, if we kill her, we don't have to like continue this like campaign, so we don't need the wheat. So let's just blow these motherfuckers up and get the fuck home. Go find her and like.
Wait, our ship has a big fucking gun that'll shoot a whole fucking village off the face of the planet. What the fuck are we doing?
We gotta nuke them from orbit. That's the only way to be sure. Aliens.
Yep, that's what you do. They're actually about to release another one of those. I just saw that today. Saw a tidbit about they're making another Aliens.
I've not watched any of the Prometheus or whatever the new knockoff stuff. I think the last thing I watched was like Alien versus Predator 2.
But that was fucking awesome. The first one, anyway. I didn't see the second.
So yeah, they finally fights her way back to the ship, and of course the admiral's waiting on her, but her little boyfriend shows up and shoots
Admiral Psychopath.
His bodyguard, but then he gets shot himself, and of course the bombs go off right before they're about to
Well, they did shoot it. It just they missed because
they went high because the ship started blowing up.
Guns got jiggled when the ship blew up.
Yeah, you never want to jiggle your guns when you're trying to shoot.
No,
you gotta maintain.
No, you gotta
follow through.
Yep. Gotta keep it level. Don't change your stroke in the middle of a screw. You're gonna fuck it up. Don't change your stroke in the middle of a screw. Fuck it up.
Oh. So yeah, then we get the climactic fight of her finally having to fight try to kill the admiral again.
Yeah, this time do it fucking right.
While the ship is blowing up around you.
Make sure he's fucking dead this time.
I did like the sword fight while sliding down the ramp of doom. Just kind of falling and continuing to fight as you go.
Reminded me of Black Widow when they're falling off the thing. The ship's falling, whatever. We're fighting the whole way down because that's what we do.
And, of course she starts to lose and he's like, choking the fuck out of her. And she's not saying harder, daddy.
No, she was screaming like a little bitch there for a minute.
But then, again,
shut the fuck up.
Boyfriend wasn't dead. He was just mostly dead.
Yeah.
And shows up and...
A lot of motherfuckers in this are mostly dead.
Stabs dude through the back. And this time, like, all right, next we're going to make sure he's dead. So they lock him in a door and cut his head off. It's like,
chop that fucker thing off.
It's like, you're not coming back part 3, motherfucker. We're going to make sure you're dead. We're going to Highlander your ass.
I don't know. What was it? Fucking Fifth Element. They brought her back from a hand on a door handle. I don't know what kind of technology that goo has.
We've got his pinky. We can rebuild him.
Yeah, and he came back crazier the second time. Let's see what the fuck he comes back this time. He's going to be slobbering and drooling on himself.
It's going to be like Deadpool, where it's like adult... his body survives. It would be his body with like a baby head.
Mm-hmm.
Instead
be
of like,
licking the windows, just walking around. Admiral licked the windows.
It'd be reverse Deadpool. Instead of like an upper body with like baby legs, it's adult body with baby head. He's having to like regrow his head. Or his head, that got cut off starts regrowing a body. So it's just a full baby body with a giant head.
There
He
you
just
go.
kind of keeps tipping over like a big bobblehead.
With a douchebag Nazi haircut. It's great.
Space Nazis.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what they look like.
What's that movie? Iron Skies.
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
Oh, it's fucked up. It's basically German scientists fled after World War II and started a colony on the moon. So there's Nazis living on the far side of the moon, and they try to reinvade.
And then the Transformers show up, and then they kill them, and it's fine. We've discussed like bunch about more other movies in this movie. Way more about
more interesting
way
movies.
more about other movies than we have about this movie. Get the fuck out of there.
Well, I mean, you said the acting was bad, but when boyfriend died, she actually had a emotional response that she didn't have earlier.
Badly acted. It was badly acted.
Yeah, I prefer her in the Kingsman.
Yeah.
That was the lady with the sword legs in Kingsman.
Yeah.
She was also in one of the new Star Trek movies.
Okay.
But she was an alien, so...
No, well, okay.
The same. Oh. And then, of course, we never talked about... Nemesis is, at the start of the battle, they send a unit around the back to, like, kill the women and children that are hiding in the longhouse. But, of course, the
women were badass anyway. The women did better in training than the men did. They went all fucking...
Homegirl with the
on
fucking cannon and shit was pretty badass. So like,
yeah.
But yeah, so they show up to kill the children, but Nemesis is there waiting on them, and I mean, she eventually goes down, but she fucks up a lot of people on her way. Yeah,
she did. And then you got the little kid that when she finally gets got. Dude's about to kill her, and then comes the 6-year-old with the Bowie knife, like, ah!
Comes up and shanks him.
Well, like you do.
Because, he started off kind of scared of her, and eventually, like, I like you. You're dark. We'll be friends.
We're friends now. I have adopted you. He was the extrovert that adopted the introvert, kind of like you.
One of us.
Yep. You adopted me. My little gothic, creepy self.
Oh. So yeah, they So what are some of your highlights of this? We've talked a lot of shit, but if you got anything good to say about it? We've kind of gone through the whole...
the scenery was good, and the world they imagined was really good. The horses with no tails and flat heads were cool. And
then at the... Like, once they blow up the ship and escape, there's like... Alright, we killed a bunch of people, but now there's like... The Air Force fixing to come in and wipe us out, and then the rebels who did not want to, join... in the first movie, the one rebel was like, I'll take, my squadron, whoever wants to volunteer, and I'll go help these people. And like his sister's like, nah, I'm going to concentrate on the overall war here. These people are on their own. And she finally shows up with all her fleet and fucks up the remaining soldiers. Like, I'd like to see more of that. If they do like another movie, because that to me, when like the rebels showed up with their ships, I'm like, all right, this is more Star Wars.
That was very
more
Star
X-wingy.
Wars. Like,
I want to see a whole movie of like that type of like space fighting, because that'd be pretty badass seeing those.
That was pretty cool.
Those gunships, dog fighting in space and whatnot. It's one of my biggest complaints of all the new Star Wars shit. Like, I want a fucking actual Rogue One movie where it's like just basically Top Gun in space. I want X-wing, like a whole movie about X-wing pilots. Mm-hmm. I find the pilots way more interesting than I do some of like the Jedi bullshit. It's kind of like why I think I like the Mandalorian so much, because it's like it's not wizards and swords. It's like fucking soldiers doing soldier shit.
Yeah, but I like the wizards and swords part.
I am Mandalorian. Weapons are part of my religion.
I'm a hairy pothead.
This is the way.
I have spoken. Anyways.
But you were saying?
I don't know. Visually, it was good. I mean, basically, visually, it was good. There was a lot of good visuals, and it was a lot of good action and shit blowing up, and it looked good.
Yeah, if there was not enough action in the first one for you, the second one is the movie for you, because it's like not a lot of exposition, a whole lot of action. Mm-hmm. With the first movie, there's some action toward the end, but there's a whole lot of exposition and going and recruiting people. Where this one, and we had like a whole bunch of different worlds, different environments. Where this one, pretty much, we stayed on the little farming planet or in the ship through the whole movie, so there wasn't as much kind of variety of visuals. But
I like the spider bitch in the first one.
Yeah.
What's her name? The Nemesis or
when they go to recruit Nemesis, and she's rescuing a
child
that's
spider
been
bitch.
kidnapped by this weird spider lady on this like city planet.
Yeah, I like that one. She was cool. I enjoyed that.
The Imperium's weaponry too is kind of cool. I like the spider tank thing that showed up toward the end. That they're like, yeah, we've won. Oh no, we haven't won. They've got spider tanks.
Yeah, spiders. I don't know. Kind of look like a fucking beetle or something. I don't know.
Like some diesel powered like. Y'all got like space shit, and like this thing shows up belching black smoke like some,
exactly. Why are your fucking spaceships steam powered? Why are your spaceships powered by fucking fire?
I mean, it looked like a redneck doing a blowing coal at the red light. I mean, just all this smoke.
Fucking take apart a train and make this shit.
I mean, you got space lady reactors up in your big ship. Can't y'all like
Yeah.
Why's your fucking tank got to be diesel powered?
Precisely, that's it. Why is it space diesel? We don't have space diesel.
It's not goo powered. Goo
Ew.
burns black when it smokes
Shut up.
black.
Shut up!
Burn
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Goo and pipes.
Shut up! You finish this up by yourself. You keep it up.
But then you get the whole post battle burn the bodies Ewok style. And
Viking style.
It's like, we've we honored the dead, and she's finally like, don't speak of me and honor in the same thing. I've lied to you all. I'm actually so and so. I
Murked
killed
the princess.
And General Titus is like,
Yeah, no shit.
yeah, I've known the whole time, child.
No fucking shit. I already knew that.
He's like, but she's not dead. He's like, huh? What? He's like, she's a being of magic. You think you could kill her so easily?
Well, her parents damn sure died so easily, so what makes her special?
They didn't have magical powers.
Why does she have magical powers if her mom and dad don't have magical powers?
Didn't you watch the first movie?
Yes.
Well, in that they said it kind of was skipped a few generations. That I guess an ancient king had these healing powers and shit, and now she just kind of reincarnated with them. But yeah, it's not something that's followed the bloodline. It's something that occurred way back when in the bloodline and times of legend. I must have
missed that part because I don't remember that part. But
yeah, because you play with your phone. Don't watch the.
I did too. Watch the movie.
You were easily distracted.
I was watching the movie with Carly though.
Squirrel.
Carly was watching the movie with me, so that might have been part of the problem.
That's why when she got shot, there's that big fucking flash of light and whatnot. So they don't. But yeah, if we get another one, maybe we'll find out what the fuck happened. But he's like, no, she's actually alive and shit.
How the fuck does he know? He wasn't there. How does he know?
Maybe he heard a thing while he was in the gladiator pits.
Telepathic now? You know what happened? Because if you wasn't fucking there, you didn't see shit.
So yeah, they're like, well, you have a purpose now. You've saved that you.
And your boyfriend's dead, so
yeah,
nothing holding you back here. So your boyfriend's dead. It's fine.
You should find the princess and save her. And she's like, that's our purpose now. We find her and fight. And even the robot, she's like, you with us? And he's like, well, if she is truly alive, I serve the bloodline of the slain king. I have no choice but to go stack bodies. And if nothing else, I still have my antlers. I can go back to being the mountain guardian if this doesn't pan out.
I'm going back to being a hobbit. Thank you very much.
Fucking he's looks like a damn Wendigo.
Yeah.
So you think this thing deserves a part 3? Or do you think it's this is good enough?
I mean, can we get another director for part 3?
I'm not a huge Zack Snyder fan.
Can we get another director for part 3? Well, what else has he done?
Justice League, bunch of the DC shit.
Yeah, but the DC shit's mostly bad. Most of the DC shit is bad. I mean, Wonder Woman didn't have the greatest acting in the world either.
But he did the Superman, Superman, I think Justice League. Yeah, the bad ones.
I didn't watch any of those.
You're not missing much.
I didn't watch any of those. That was intentional.
That's another thing. Good actors in bad movies. I hated Henry Cavill as Superman, but he's badass as The Witcher.
True.
Everything I've seen him in outside of Zack Snyder movies, I'm like, oh, this guy can actually act. He's a good dude, and he's a nerdy motherfucker too. He builds his own computer and plays Warhammer and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would hang out with that dude. He should have been the new James Bond, but.
That would not actually. That's not bad. I might even watch it with him. That might be bad. Not be bad casting.
But yeah, him as Superman, I was just like, I mean, he looked the part, but he was in a bad freaking movie. So as we kind of wrapped up, all right, 1 or 2. Which do you have a favorite in the group?
I liked the different worlds and the different creatures from 1. I liked it all where they went to the several different environments and stuff.
Yeah, 1 to me felt more
1 kind
epic
of
journey.
Dragged on a little bit.
I mean, yeah, it definitely had its slow parts, but
yeah.
1 felt more kind of epic in nature, where this one was more contained but more violent. Mm-hmm. So the action guy in me is like, all right, I like this movie, but I think the first one was kind of better done than this one.
Probably.
But yeah, I don't know if pretty much 1 and 2 told the whole story of Seven Samurai or Magnificent Seven. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know where they go from here.
You got Magic Princess. You gotta go find the Magic Princess. It's fine.
So yeah, as we kind of wrap up here, final thoughts on this Noche here. It's
Nacho Libre. I don't fucking know. I'm
Nacho
sorry.
Libre,
I don't know. I developed Tourette's. All of a sudden, it just sort of popped out.
It's a little spicy. You got a little bit of little pepperiness to it. I do like a peppery cigar, but it also has kind of with that Maduro wrapper a molassesy, not a sweet, more of a caramelly
sorghum
sweet
type.
Yeah, like I said, like a molasses, a bourbony sweetness to it.
I wouldn't know. I didn't even get a cigar for Mother's Day, so
I was here watching the kids. I couldn't go get a cigar.
I know. I'm just giving you shit.
You should have got a cigar on your own.
I should have. If I had realized I was recording
Hell,
tonight.
I brought you one last night, so.
If I had realized Brad was going to pull a bullshit, his bullshit, then I would have gotten one on the way home. But I didn't know that at the time.
But yeah, I mean, it's decent if you. I'm not going to say don't watch it, especially since it's on Netflix. If you already got Netflix, it's not going to cost you anything more to watch it, and if you got nothing else to do, I'd say it's worth a try. I said it's I'm not going to say this is like, oh my god, this is amazing, you have to see it. For that, I would say go watch The Fall Guy, because that is awesome. But it's worth watching if you got nothing else to do. It's a good way to waste a Saturday night.
Yeah.
But that's all we got for you this week. We're going to be right back with some science. And you've been watching the Cigar Nerds podcast. Check us out on cigarnerdpodcast.com and on the ESO Network, esonetwork.com. And don't forget, smoke them if you got them. Like, comment, and subscribe.